feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna...
Hey guys, this is MGC, Master Gamer Central here. Today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 best Nintendo 64 games of all time. If you like the video, subscribe, and please note that these are my opinions. You're welcome to leave what you think the top 10 are in the comment section. Thanks. Number 10. It was actually a little bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be to pick out 10 Nintendo 64 games that were amazing. They were all amazing. But for number 10, I picked Mario Party. And I'm not picking a specific one. I'm picking all of the ones that came out for the Nintendo 64, including number 1, 2, and 3, of course. And I think I like these because it was one of the first fun multiplayer games on any console. I mean, like, or on the Nintendo 64, anyways. They were just a hell of a lot of fun. And when you won, you got to rub it in everybody else's face. And it was actually pretty fun. I do not like the new ones, like Mario Party 8. I think it got bad, but for the Nintendo 64 versions, the graphics were pretty good, the games were amazing, and everything was good. Number 9. Diddy Kong Racing. What can I say? This game was a really fun racing game. It brought together a lot of my favorite video game characters from the past, especially Conker. We'll get to him later. It was just one of the funnest games I've ever played. I mean, it had that cartoony, childish feeling, but it was also pretty hardcore if you got into it enough. And some of the power-ups are actually not that bad, as in contrary to a lot of new racing games like Blur. And I don't know, I just really liked it. Number 8. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Oh my god, this game was so messed up. Okay. Basically, you're this little orange squirrel with a blue jacket. You wake up one morning in a hangover after notoriously drinking with your friends. And you pretty much, that kind of explains it. It's just so bad. I mean, my parents didn't know it was that bad. They bought it for me. They watched me play it, and they're like, and I'm sitting there having the freaking time of my life. And the fact that there's a boss called the Great Mighty Pooh who says he's gonna throw shit at you is actually very fun. It was an amazing game. I mean, the levels were fun. The creativity was amazing. Yeah. Number 7. Mario Kart 64. This game fucking ruled. It was so fun. You got to play one of 8 different characters, which at the time was amazing. The levels were amazing, and everything about it was just so goddamn fun. It was just amazing, and you could go on all these different tracks, and it was really fun. It was one of the most enjoyable games I've ever played. Number 6. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This game was amazing. It was like Ocarina of Time, except you had a time limit, which was the only flaw I ever saw in that game. You had all these masks turn into different things. It was really fun. Like, you can't, and if you actually sat down and let the 3 days you had to complete the game run out, you actually got to see a moon crash into the planet and see Link die. It was pretty awesome. It had a great storyline. It was one of the most fun games I've ever played on Nintendo 64. Number 5. I picked Banjo-Tooie. It was the sequel to one of my favorite games, Banjo-Kazooie. It's basically, you're a bear. Okay. You have a bird in your backpack. You follow me. And you run around getting notes. These little multicolored things called Jinjos. and you get to turn into a magical skull guy, and you get to go Loopy and meet his girlfriend. She turns you into a pumpkin or a rock person, and you get to go around and going wee woohoo. Sound confusing? It's one of the funnest games ever. You have to play it to understand. Other than some of the repetitive bosses, it was really good. Number 4. Okay, I know it's kind of repetitive, but number 4 is Banjo-Kazooie. This was one of the first video games I ever played, and it's pretty much the same thing as Banjo-Tooie, but like 10 times better. This time around, I guess you're in a witch's lair going the same sound effects I made earlier, which kind of hurt my throat, so I don't really want to do it again. So yeah. And it was really fun. You collected jigsaw notes, Jinjos, these little silver skull things, and a lot of other stuff, and it was a really good game. It had a pretty cool ending if you want to look it up on YouTube. It's a pretty fun game. Don't really know what else to say. You're a bear and a bird. You're wearing yellow shorts and a blue backpack. It's really confusing to talk about, but hey, that's why we love it. Number 3. Ocarina of Time. And before I start getting hate comments, I do love this game, but there's 2 other games that I love even more. And we'll get to those in a couple minutes. Or a minute. Anyways, this game was the best RPG I've ever played. It's a mass open world. There's great enemies, great bosses, great storyline. Plus, it's pretty funny because you can find Mario and all the characters from that game in the certain part of the Hyrule Castle. It's pretty cool. And if you don't own this game, it's on WiiWare Virtual Console or whatever it's called. I don't really play my Wii too much. I have it. I still play it today. It's really fun. Yeah. Number 2. Super Mario 64. Oh my god, this game kicked ass. This game was so awesome. It was the best platformer I played ever. It has 16 great levels. It has a pretty big open level that's Peach's Castle. And the entire game is just amazing. I got 120 stars in it, and the best part about it is Yoshi is in it. Yes, Yoshi. I know. Oh my god. We haven't seen Yoshi for a long time. So, yeah, that's why that's number 2. It's one of the best games I've ever played. And number 1, Donkey Kong 64. This game was so much fun. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was the best game I've ever played. I still play it today on my Nintendo 64. It's amazing every time I play it. Trying to get all 200 bananas is a pain in the ass, but it's so freaking fun. And I know that a lot of people have trouble with the arcade machine. I kick ass at that thing. I'll admit it's pretty hard. It took me like 20 tries to get it the first time, but after that, it was pretty good. So that's my list. Thanks for watching. Bye.